Viking Edmund was entitled to defend his father's honor, and he did so with courage. Let us toast his bravery. More importantly, let us recognize one whose battle plan almost defeated us all.
Surprise! You know that they know.
You honor us with your presence. This is a man who dreamed of pulling down London Bridge and did it!
Harald is proud of you. For you also.
Your sister's debt is paid in full. What more would you ask of me? What lands? What spoils of war? You got what I came for. Yes, you did. And more. May his name never be forgotten amongst our people, or thought of again as someone's son.
You're giving him. Oh! That's it. I think that I love Leif to have beginning of tears for him.
How does glory feel, brother? Let go. No. Better.
Oh, I love this friendship.
Leif's brave brother in arms, who promised me victory and delivered.
And who accepted also, who obeyed to not kill Edmund. You know, he could have tried something to do it.
And another debt. Our honored guest from the north, the Ealdorman of Mercia, who will always have my gratitude for holding back his army. Although I think he prefers something more than gratitude.
You seem like you're constipated.
I am right. When you and your great warriors return to Scandinavia, you will need an ally in these lands you can depend on for support. Are you suggesting yourself for this role, Edric?
Yup.
It is good to listen to a man who knows his own mind.
But...
And Olaf! Never stop the rain. We have had our differences, but tonight we are brothers in victory, and no gift is too great for such a brother. But new beginning cannot happen with a traitor in our midst.
Haha. Who is it gonna be? You're gonna get his head now?
The person that brings with him the stench of betrayal.
Oh, Canute. That's it, I love your character also.
I can smell their ambush.
The guy from Mercia, it was also the case. He betrayed his king.
Not you. Who will be the next king of
Alright.
You intend to claim the throne of England. I did. I will rule jointly with King Edmund. You've just made raiding England that much harder. The first Viking king of England. An accomplishment not even Ragnar Lothbrok or Ivar the Boneless could claim.
I love Canute, but don't, you know, diminish like that Ragnar and Ivar.
How exactly do you see this arrangement working?
You have the support of the nobles, which is important to me, and will be your job to manage. I'm furious at you. And why is that? You know why.
The queen.
And yet it doesn't bother you to tell me I'm uncle to the future king of Norway. My son changes nothing between us. This is the man who lied to me.
About
You are a
yourself.
brilliant woman.
And you are a ruthless man.
You mean Striana? I could not rest with such a treacherous man at my back.
Someone who betrayed someone else can betray you also.
I'm worried about my children. They have been taken from me. And I fear for their lives.
And for once,
I cannot.
you're showing yourself.
They're kept us at this table.
Get up. I have an urgent request.
Think I'm not someone who cares.
I need to find Emma's children. They not with me. I know all of us then. They must be found quickly. And you're one of the few men capable of doing that.
You've already shown me how little your promise means.
What about the promise from me?
I'll ask Sammy to give communion to the children.
Sorry, Father.
Godwin?
You have communion today.
No.
And you receive God's blessing.
Louder, so the God can hear you.
Paternoster, quies in celis.
And so you can hide the sound of their death.
I will do you pray very well, Francia. Quickly. Go to heaven.
That's it, I love him also.
You look surprised.
I am.
Relieved.
I'm not dead.
Told you. Tougher than you think.
Mm-hmm.
Canute showered you with gold.
Better. He gave us Freydis' freedom.
We could go home.
I'm not going back to Greenland. There's nothing for me there. And I've made a name for myself among these people.
And you like to be with them.
And I want you with me.
I will be with you.
Sweet. Really sweet. Who's the cross?
You looking for this? Enter. King Canute.
I beg your pardon. I'm
Kids.
sorry for this.
Ah, thank you for that! Emotions!
Thank you.
You are welcome, Queen. Good night.
Sweet. And he's a man of his word.
You were the one who tried to save the boy, King.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
And do you have a request for me? Other than your freedom?
I believe I could be of service to you here in England, should you require.
He's really placing options everywhere, Godwin.
You're a hero. And alive when so many are dead.
Hmm.
Leif the Lucky. Or the luck. The arrows, they fell like rain. They didn't fall on me.
Oh, you believe.
Was there something or someone was protecting me? Unless they would live when she was dying.
And she's alive.
She's better. It's called a miracle. It's if I don't believe in your God.
You're beginning to.
Maybe evil is in you.
Don't lie to yourself. And you're gonna be against your sister, you know, like you're into different spiritual journeys.
Please.
I'm not here for your child. I followed a trail of blood to your cottage. A warrior who killed one of my berserkers.
She left for Uppsala. You know that it's happening right now?
By faith, we baptize babies in case they die young, so they will not be damned in the fires of hell.
She left 3 days ago.
She,
Yes, she has a scar on her back in the shape of a cross.
A cross. There were 2 trails of blood.
I'm gonna give this now. I'm not sure that it means that you're gonna survive, you know?
Let's go. I need a horse. Here, take this.
You're taking the sword! We talked a lot, you know, about gods into this episode, and like I said, during the episode, it's really the spiritual journey to freedom, for sure. We saw it, all of that ceremony, the fact that she had these hallucinations, The battle, you know, the fight, the consequences of that fight that she saw and these people calling for her help, it was into her past, right? Don't think that, or maybe into the future. No, I think that it was into her past. He said, you run away, you know, from the situation. Why did you run away? So yes, it's into her past. But she's on a journey, on a spiritual one. She's close to the gods, so close that she has also this knowledge, you know, about the fact that her friend was killed, all of that situation. She's more close to the Vikings gods. She found also something, you know, her face. I mean, she was already someone who believed a lot, but right now it's even more than that. When her brother, on the other side, Leif, is on a journey to begin to believe into the Christian God. I mean, he's saying that it's God who saved him, who caused these 2 miracles about saving Leif and about saving him, you know, because he wasn't touched by the arrows. But he believes into that now, and he thinks now that these actions, it was not luck, it was God intervening, because sooner he had the impression that it was God who saved him when this girl, she did that, you know, with giving him that cross and praying for him. Without that moment, he wouldn't think that it was a miracle, he would think that it was luck. So he's beginning to believe, to have doubts. What Leif thinks of that, we don't know it really. Like, it was not a trap that she made for him with giving him the cross like that at the end. No matter what, before that she said that she would stay with him. He chose to stay with them because he made a name for himself. You know, he has his honor right there with these people. He wants that. That's so great. I'm so glad for him. And what they said, you know, the 2 of them, Leif and Harald, about the fact that glory, it's way better than gold. You believe that for him, for Leif, but what about you, Harald? You still want the crown to be the king of Norway. It's not gold, it's power, you know, that he wanted right there. I was gonna say, he didn't trap his brother, not that much, you know, like he found the queen, he blocked his brother twice, once by saving the queen and after that by saving the children, and twice by obeying to Canute. And he did that to have the throne of Norway because he knows that now, you know, if Olaf is not giving him the throne of Norway, now that he knows about his son, that's gonna be a real proof, you know. And if he's trying something, he asks Canute who can help him, because right there he helped Canute, you know, so he's doing things right, you know, Harald, to have the crown at the end. But that moment with Canute, you know, talking to all of them, threatening all of them, that was so great. This character is so great, you know, he's really representing Vikings, what we can expect from Vikings, and also what we can expect for this show. Like, he's taking political decisions, he's violent, and he wants to fight. Like I said it during the last episode, during that fight on the bridge, we saw on his face that he wanted to fight, like he was born for that during that moment. But right there, he didn't accept to kill Edmund, even if they could have done it, even if they wanted it, you know, to have the revenge for all of these people who died and all of that. But he knew that it was not right for political reasons, that he could take more advantages to have him still alive. He guessed, you know, the thing about Emma. He's clever, he's brave, he wants to fight, but he's also thinking about political stuff. Like, he's really a good king for Denmark and now for England. Like, he's really gonna rule with Edmund. I can't see that happening. Like, that's an act of faith, you know, to think that you can do that. And Emma, you didn't kill her, you did offer to rule with Edmund, you saved her kids, and you're acting like a gentleman with her, But we saw him before that acting like a gentleman with women when Olaf was just, you know, not considering them. So it's not a surprise, but the fact that, you know, he's like that with Emma, they can trust each other at some point at least. Godwin is really placing his stuff everywhere. It's fun, you know, in a way. Like, he saved Harald during that moment. For me, it was to place something, you know, with the Vikings side, like that royalty thing, it's rotten, so he didn't want it to be destroyed because he was ready to save Edmund. So he was on this side, giving good advices to Edmund and really supporting Edmund. But at the same time, he placed something with saving Harald, like if the Vikings at some point are gonna fight against England again, I can survive because I saved one of them. Like, it was clever to do that. But after that also, you know, not accepting Harald's orders and making that deal with Canute and offering his help to Canute, like, I wouldn't trust you, Godwin. You're an excellent character because you're fun, but also because you're thinking of things like in a good way, and you can be really interesting to follow, and I can love you already. I wouldn't trust you. Like, you know, they killed the guy from Mercia because if you can betray your king, you can betray me at some point. It would be the same, you know, for Godwin. If you betrayed your king, like maybe not betrayed him, but did something against him at some point and offered your help to the other king, maybe you can do the same when the time comes, you know. For me, like, I wouldn't trust Godwin. Leif, yes, is closer to God. Harald is closer to be a king. Olaf, I would be careful, Olaf, you know, if I was you, because Harald and Canute knows what you tried, you know, hide the queen with someone important that Canute needed to have with him. You threaten the kids to have the gold only for yourself. I don't think that Canute, he would want to kill Olaf in such a visible way, you know, in front of all of the Vikings, like it can create a war, you're gonna kill the king of Norway, no. But I would be careful if I would be you. Olaf, for the next episodes. An incident can happen really quick, I think, around you. Edmund, he had this little smile, like, you know, to have the guy from Mercia killed. Can you really accept the situation, Edmund? You know, I'm thinking about all of the characters. We have a lot of them now. Like, first episode, it was really to say these three, they are the main characters. Second episode, we had the England side with Emma, Edmund and Godwin. And now we really have the main characters still, but also the secondary characters who are really there, you know, who have a real place into the show. Like, if we're talking about Vikings, we had the sons of Ragnar Brock, and we had also important secondary characters like Harald, like people like that. That was cool. That was a cool episode. A long one, but we needed that time, you know, to have that mood with Frida, dreams, hallucinations, to have also all of that moment with Canute doing that, threatening all of them, playing with them. Who is gonna stay in England and who is gonna come back home now? Okay, you're not gonna come back to Greenland, Leif, but I think that you're gonna come back to Kattegat, you know, to tell to your sister that she's free. And again, I think that we're gonna have something about the fact that you're not on the same page about religion right now. It's so different, you know, the path that they took, that they have to talk about it. It's important. And maybe it's gonna create a real issue between these two. Like the situation with the Crown of Norway is creating a real issue between Olaf and Harald. Brother and sisters relationships into a show called Vikings, it's a good thing. With religious subject, it's a good thing. Oh, I loved my day. Really, these 5 episodes on a day, that was so great. And you know, I'm making that kind of day, you know, that kind of session of binge watching. Like right now, I'm binge watching Attack on Titan, so I'm making that kind of day. But emotionally, it's really hard Attack on Titan for me because I'm so involved with the characters now that I'm crying for them in each episode, that I'm exhausted at the end because my emotions are really like that during these episodes. Right there, I'm meeting these characters, so even if I'm beginning to... No, that's it, I love some of them and I'm beginning to have my emotions involved with some of them, like during this episode I had some tears at some point. I think for Leif. Like, I'm not there yet to cry that much for these characters, so it's great to just enjoy myself also during a session of binge watching like that, during an entire day, and to be that excited also to discover a new show and to appreciate it. So cool. Okay, so it's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now, bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.